I am working on more of the Harley and Ivy commission. I hope that you guys are able to join in for whatever time you can. And I forgot to turn off my speaker. Hold, please. Okay. I don't want to have to hear myself in the background. That sucks. So I'm back. All right. I hope that people are able to make it. If not, I am just going to be drawing here. So I'm looking forward to seeing as many of you as can make it. And it is more coloring. Hello, Anne. I'm so glad you could make it. Hey, Mike. Mwah, mwah to you guys. Love ya. So I leave tomorrow morning. I am not packed, but I'll pack, and I promised my 7-year-old that I would do a small baking project with him tonight. Nothing intense. So when I'm done here, I'll go pack, spend some time with my family and kids, and I leave tomorrow morning to Tampa for 3 days of remarks on Friday and signing Saturday and Sunday. So I am ready to do lots of drawing with Sharpie markers. Hello, everyone. Hi, Chris Baracco. All right. Water. I'm the worst. I am so bad at drinking water. And then once it's like Twitch time, I get all thirsty. It's ridiculous. So even though it looks like I'm really good with my water drinking, I actually suck. All right, so this is my tray, and I really, really need to clean it since I dropped a chisel tip in there and actually ruined it and had to get a new one. So I definitely need to clean that off soon. Hello, Lady Salvatore. Kylie, yay, Keeman. I'm so glad so many of you are able to make it today. And I really do hope I'm able to get a decent amount done. I know that I tend to really get into it when it comes to Copic coloring, and I take a lot of time on them. But I do know that I want to get this one done, so I'm going to do my best here to go as quickly as possible without doing a shitty job, because that is not cool. All right, so I do have reference on the side for the coloring because the Harley situation, it's all mismatched. So if red is over here on one thing, black is on the other side, and everything is opposite. And it's easy to get a little bit screwed up. So I have something there on the side for reference. I have some interior pages from Harley and her gang of Harleys and a couple covers so that I can check the colors and make sure I do it right, because it's just so easy to screw up. Oh, I totally understand, Keeman. That's no problem that you couldn't make it to the last few. I get it. There is life as well, and everyone needs to have theirs, right? So I did it again, and I forgot my hex chart downstairs. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure where it is. So that's a teeny problem, but I will just power through. Yesterday when I opened up one of my markers, it splattered ink that was inside the lid around on the girls. So what I'm doing is I'm just using my colorless blender, and I'm blending out the color so that when so that there's as little amount as possible concentrated in one spot, and that'll help when I go over it with skin tone to not for the skin tone not to pull that red and it actually be a streak. So this is what I'm doing with the colorless blender. So I pretty much use it as a Copic eraser. I know that some people use it as a base color. Other people use it as a blender. I've never found it to work for anything other than being a really awesome eraser. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kylie. Hello, River Dragon. Oh, you got your first pearl print. Thank you so much, Grendel Scott. I really, really appreciate you picking that up, and also that you liked the colors. That's so awesome. I hope you liked the paper too, because it's so pretty in my opinion. Oh, thank you so much, Lunchbox. That's awesome. All right, so I have some of my colors here already that I was using, and I will add more that I need. And that is not the color that I want. So sometimes Harley goes out into a more orange toned red. I'm kind of going for a little bit of a pink tone to take it to white, sort of like the step before white. So I'm sort of going pink instead of orange. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It can be done either way. Oh, you'll be ordering more? That is so awesome, Grendel Scott. Thank you so much. Yay. So, more Harley coloring. I'm really, really excited. I love coloring Harley. I love working on Harley. And it's time to do so much more. So this is really exciting. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be using the red as sort of the base tone for all of this. And then I'm going to go in with, and this is the red side. Yes, this is the red side. I'm going to be using the pink as the highlight color, or as the transition to white. And then I have some darker red tones. I have two different darker red tones that I'm going to use to darken. So like this is the mid-tone, and it's R46. It's just called Strong Red. And it goes all the way down this whole side. For now, I'm just going to stick to the boobie area and get this part done first. Now, I've got the light coming down this side of her body. So, and then I kind of want a little bit of an underlight right here. So, I'm going to leave a portion on her underboob that is still white, and I'll be using the pink for that section. And I find that the ink in the darker colors is thicker, and when it's drying, it can be a little bit more of a jelly-like substance. So that's something to just bear in mind when you're working, is it can dry a lot faster because I feel like the ink is slightly thicker than it is in the lighter colors. Underboob rim light, that's right. Now on this, I'm not going to go to complete white. I don't think. I'm going to stick in these colors and go darker with the red as opposed to going fully white. And you know, I'm kind of just crossing my fingers that this will work. And I'm blending, the one that I'm using for the lighter tone is RV34. It's called Dark Pink. All right, and then I use, for my next tone, I use one called Garnet. It's R39. And then I go to R89, which is dark red. So I go over it like this, take it about 3/4 of the way as far as I want that darker shade to go, and then I blend it back into the red with the red color itself. Okay, Garnet again, which is R39. And I'm going about 3/4 of the way up. Hello, Wayne. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, and then I'm taking the strong red again and blending it into itself. And that's pretty much how I blend every single color. Is I use at least 3, and I use the colors to add in a darker tone, and then use the one that the mid-tone underneath and blend it in, and then I keep going back and forth between all the colors, re-blending them back into themselves. So I'm back on the red again, and I'm pulling the garnet in some more, and I just keep going back and forth like that. And that's really what helps to give Copic marker a smooth appearance. Okay, now I'm taking the very darkest one. It's called Dark Red. It's number R89. And I have my dab pad. It's just off screen, but it is always here, ready to assist should there be any emergencies. And the dark red is quite full, so I need to be very careful with this one. All right, now I'm taking the garnet and blending the garnet, blending the dark red with the garnet. And then at the very end, I'm going to take the strong red and blend it again. Yes, dab pads save lives. That is so right, Kylie. All right, you know what? I think that the red now, because I've put in so many other darker colors, the red is actually serving as a very nice bright pop. And it looks like the lightest color. So that is awesome, because I did want her to have a really nice, deep, rich red. There we go. You are outraged. Hello, Lost Pod Files. Oh my goodness, I didn't yet, Wayne. I know that you sent me a message with the link, and I am so sorry. By the time I saw it, I'd already inked her. So now I just need to get a chance to look at your message, because I know I'm going to be so bummed at myself that I didn't see that outfit first before I inked this one. And so I'm a little like, oh God, I know I need to look, but I'm scared too. All right, so since I'm still in red mode, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the star right here. I'm so excited. And for fun, what I'm gonna do, even though I don't think that Harley's outfit does this in the comic book, I think it's an appropriate touch here, is I'm going to make the trim alternate colors too. So like this side is going to be red trim, and the other side is going to be black trim. just for fun. Oh, that's funny, Lost Pod Files. Oh, I totally understand with needing to practice faces. Yes, I will. There's one tiny little sliver, Kylie, where the star is not touching her hair, and right there it's gonna be black, so it'll help to pull it apart. I missed the diamond spot in the middle. I would love it if you showed up in your PJs, Anne. Now, I'm really not sure what to do about the strip in the middle. I guess I should just make that one black. Who knows? All right, so now I'm going to Garnet, which is my next color, because this part needs to go darker. Now, I definitely made Harley considerably more busty than she usually is, so this is like a woo, boob job. Hello, everyone from Boop Squad. Who's priced you out of getting any more? What are you guys talking about? Will you be able to buy this print? Not at the moment, but, you know, maybe sometime. I don't know if any of you guys saw, but I figured out how to post Instagram and Facebook stories. Oh, sideshow statues. There you go. Yes, I definitely plan to start coloring Poison Ivy on this stream too. Yeah, I started learning how to do Instagram, Facebook, and Facebook pages stories today. It was very frustrating and took me about an hour to figure out, which I really don't have an hour today. But I realized that I can post to Boop Squad, so I can do stories specifically to Boop Squad, which is really fun. Yeah, Facebook can be really annoying. Here, let me see for everyone if I can post about Boop Squad. I just need to load my MooBot dealio. Moo! Alright, here we go. Oh my goodness, there's one for Dan too. You can do, you can post exclam Dan, and apparently there's something that happens. And let's try exclam. Yes, okay, MooBot is working. Yay! My goodness, voluptuous 49 sideshows. Damn! Alright, so more red. I'm still going to use the pink even though I'm not quite going all the way to it, because it'll help me with some of the highlights and knowing where I want them. Oh my god, I didn't know Dan said that. Ah, that's hilarious. Dan's not here right now. All right, so the highlight would go up her body and hit, oh, it would hit right there. So if I want any like real highlights and pops of color, I'm probably going to handle those with a white colored pencil at the end, if I even feel that it needs it. Because I'm really loving this strong red. Oh, that's a great idea, Adele. James, everyone handles that differently, so I'm just gonna kind of not get into all of that here. So yes, so much red. I'm so excited about the red. Okay, now I start going into the darker colors, and I start with Garnet. So even though the light is kind of coming from above, and I am showing some shadows from, like, okay, it's coming from an upward angle, like from up to down. There's parts like on her rib cage and everything that would catch the light more, and then her stomach would go slightly more concave. So that's what I want to do, is have this part going a little bit darker. And what's really nice is I can kind of sketch out my darker areas with the red that I was already using, because it does go darker as you level it on and layer it on. So you can kind of, I don't know if you can even really see it here, but yeah, it does start giving little shadows, and that's so helpful as far as the coloring goes, because I can kind of sketch it out. We should have Boop Squad t-shirts with nipple covering flowers. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Oh, that would be so funny. Hello, Gravelette. Oh, they always do, Kylie. I guess you know the drill. Where your hands just look like, yeah, you truly did just murder someone. All right, so now I'm using Garnet. It's sort of my next color. And then there needs to be a good boob shadow here. And I'm going to be careful on these because it's just too easy to start trying to blend so much that I start to lose the highlight and shadowed look of the piece. So I've told you guys that one before, that I'm working on blending where appropriate, and then in other places actually leaving it unblended so that it has a good sharp line for a shadow. Okay, so then some blending here. You would wear it? Yeah. I'd be pretty shy to wear that, but I would if the rest of you girls were. In solidarity. Okay, so now I'm just using the strong red for the last little darker shadows. I mean, this red is so dark, it almost looks black sometimes. It's so, so good. So it's really fantastic for when you need like just the deepest, darkest red. However, I definitely fell prey to my usual problem of overfilling it. So it really, really wants to do a big splotch somewhere. It's trying so hard to catch me. Okay, I think that is enough on that one. Woo, we're making some good progress. I'm so happy. Yes. Oh, the super smooth does it too. Even the Copic paper does it as well. No, the Express It paper. I think they all do because they just Copic marker is not watercolor, but it spreads kind of like watercolor a little bit, and yeah, it just goes. It's so frustrating. You're like perfectly in the lines, and then like whoops, 3 minutes later you're not. Absolutely not. Matching shorts with the guy with the flower, that is so great. All right, I need to do another little check and confirm that her shorts are red on that side. Yes, they are. And I think now that I'm going a little darker red, I'm probably going to want her hair to have a little bit less of a pink hue to it and more of a bright red. It would be hilarious. Okay, so on this side she has little black diamonds on her shorts, and then on the other side it's pretty much just straight black, but then here her shorts are red. And on the back she has a little heart on her shorts, but sadly we can't see the little heart. Weep. Could be your con outfit. That's awesome. All right, I went over the lines a little bit, but thankfully that's not a problem because the little diamonds are black. Phew. All right, now I'm taking Garnet R39. It's my next darker red. I'm just going in some of the little dips and bends in her cloth. like all the little wrinkles. Sorry. You like to work with watercolors too? Yeah, they are really fun. I still don't feel perfectly at home with watercolor. I feel kind of uncomfortable and a little bit out of control. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, and I feel like they're gonna, it's just, it could go anywhere. The watercolor could just decide it's gonna go left and just start trailing off, and that kind of freaks me out a little bit. But watercolor is very, very cool, and it has such an amazing organic look to it, which makes me super happy. Yeah, the Boop Squad definitely would make a statement. It would be so fun. There we go. All right, all I have to do are her socks and gloves. That is so awesome, Kylie. I will definitely check my messages. That's so cool. All right, I need to look at a interior page for a second to confirm. Oh, she doesn't have socks in the interior page, but everything is back and forth, so I feel that this side should have the red socks. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I should have left those strips white because they're supposed to be black. But thankfully, right where the highlight goes, I left them white at least. At least there's that. You're due to do another watercolor drawing really soon? Oh, that is so cool. All right, and now I'm going to R39. And the highlight is going kind of right up the center of her thigh, which makes the coloring of this particular leg really, really easy because all I have to do is leave the highlight right down the middle. Piece of cake. Hello, Chris. So glad you could make it. Oops, I forgot to tell you guys. Now I'm using dark red, which is R89. And now I'm just blending them out. Woo! All done. And now this arm would be the Lino Este. Hello! Yes, Adele, some I have with me at shows. Some were limited edition and I no longer carry them. Some of them are future prints. All it is stuff that I have drawn at some point in my career. Some of them are interior pages. So this slideshow is just previous work. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's on my website or for sale anywhere. The blue light, it's not, she has blue skin. It could also be that I have a lot of daylight in my room right now, so that might be why. Oh, thank you, Adele. Okay, and now I realized I need to do her sock strips on this side in red. So I'm pretty much just going around and doing all the red that I need to do. Oh, I really hope it does, Chris. That is definitely what I'm banking on. Because their colors are so different from one another, and I'm hoping that they complement as opposed to it just being like, whoa, my eyes, the clash. My studio is so quiet. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that is so cool, Kylie. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. I am definitely having the time of my life with this commission. As you guys can see, I have definitely gone overtime on it. Right. We are almost done with the red. No, no worries, David. Thank you so much for being around. I'm such a lurker too. Because if you're working, you can't really always do two things at once. So anyway, I get it for sure. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you like the stomach. Yay! Okay, now it is time for the arms, and I'm quite sure that this arm is red. Not all of us can lurk while we work, that's right. I can get away with it. So I know it's not fair that some people can and some people can't. Like, I can have Netflix going all day, whereas Dan can't. And so then he can't catch up on TV shows that I want to watch with him and stuff. And it's just, it isn't fair. Whoops, I went outside the lines a little bit. What you can do if you accidentally go outside the lines is use the colorless blender, and you can just push it back in. Now, there will still be a little bit of a halo, but I always put a little halo around the characters anyway. And I think I might be doing a little bit of a border around the actual edge of the page too, because I've had a few little mishaps. It looks like I put a marker down right there, or I had my dab pad and something went through. So I'm gonna have to add some art around the edges that I don't normally do in order to fix that. Weep, made more work for myself. Unplanned epicness. Yes. We'll just call it that. Oh, yes, Kylie, it is R46. I'm hoping it can focus. I'm really not using the pink one anymore because I'm sort of really loving the deep, rich red. So these are the three colors that I'm using. This one, R46, is the base tone. R39 is sort of like my next shade darker, and then the R89 is the dark red. This one is so dark red, it's almost black. It is very dark, but the three of these together work really well for creating, you know, a base tone, shadow, and really dark. So I'm kind of working from light to extremely dark as opposed to working with any lighter colors. And I feel that way with red a lot. You can switch, you can kind of go lighter to orange or go lighter with pink, but there really isn't a lighter actual red. I mean, I run into that with digital color as well. And you have to kind of just decide. And I feel like with this one, I'm liking it more deep, dark red, and then deeper, darker red to give her that strong red. Boy, I'm going red nuts today, aren't I? So I'm probably going to actually redo her hair a little bit and color over the light parts that I've left, and just in order to have that contrast, go darker. And I need to keep coloring here. So I'm still using R46. It is the strong red. It's my base tone. Because Copic does tend to dry lighter, it can also dry looking less saturated. And saturation is the name of today's game with Harley. I am going for some serious red saturation happening. And so I need to go over my colors a few more times, though I'm gonna leave this pop of highlight in the base red, like the first coat that I put down, because then it'll look like a lighter red. Yes, it's like an arm sleeve with red, and then it has a black, really short, fingerless, like driving glove almost. And then on the other side, it's the other way. I'm sure the red has me thinking about Christmas. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm working with R39. And now I'm taking the R46, which is the red that I had down at the bottom, and I'm using the red itself to blend the garnet color, the R39, back into the red, so to soften that connection line. So the red sort of picks up a little bit of the garnet color and then blends it in. No, right? I would love to. Oh, hello, Scott. I hope you and Lori are doing well, and I'm so looking forward to seeing you guys. And I owe you a message, so I will be getting in touch soon. All right, now I'm gonna, looks like a Smurfette. Well, she does have very, very bright colors going on, and her skin is kind of light blue, so it makes sense. So I'm covering up the pink, and I'm gonna use the darker reds to create the contrast here. I just feel like I'm digging the red a little bit more than the pink highlights. And I can get away with doing this right now, even though it's quite the colors underneath are dry and I'm sort of breaking my cardinal rule. I can get away with it here because of the fact that her hair is not skin or something that needs to be perfectly smooth. It's fine if the hair has some streaks and marks and texture to it, because hair is lots of different pieces coming together. So it's all right and it'll work. Oh, hi, Mo. Oh, love you, Lori. I'm looking forward to seeing you. This is like the gnarly heart because I'm holding markers. Yeah, it's a little scary to do black right next to a face, especially because of the Copic spread. So I always leave think like 0.5 millimeter distance. If it's close to anything that it's really important it doesn't bleed into, leave that little bit, because the Copic will slowly start to fill that space, but at least you've left extra. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys like the Lady Death prints. I have a whole new Lady Death cover, the one that I was Copic coloring the other day, and that one's already out. I'm not sure when it's being published, but it's already colored. There's 2 versions, and I really tried to push myself to do a different facial expression, and so I don't know what the Lady Death crew is actually going to call the cover, but I still, I just have been calling it Rage as a working title, and she's just like, rah! So it was really a fun facial expression for me to do. Maybe it's part of the next Kickstarter. I guess we'll see. Oh, yay. I'm so glad you guys think that red is popping. That makes me so happy. You'd still be scared. I totally get it, and I've screwed up enough times that I'm a little scared every time as well. What do you have, Scott? I'm a little, I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing the final of the Robin Hood too. Zenescope sent me a copy of the colors, but I need to contact Ula and actually get a good quality copy. But yeah, I'm so excited because Ula colored it, and she is amazing. And now that I'm coloring my own work, it's always such a treat when one of the real pro girls colors one of my pieces. I'm like, yay! Oh, hello, I'm doing great, Velucia. I hope all is going well for you too. All right, now I'm switching to the dark red. Did I draw as a girl or when I was more of a teenager? Yes, I did. I've been doodling forever. When I was a teen, I really went through a teddy bear phase. I don't know if anyone on here is from England, and I can't remember what they're called exactly, but in the like 90s, they were really popular. It was like those bears, and they would make covers and cards and t-shirts and stuff with these really cute little teddy bears. Anyway, I was super into those, and I would draw them all the time. You know, just copy them in my free time. And I was obsessed with those bears. They're called doodle bears? I don't know. Yeah, Ula and Sabine are unbelievably good on with color. I won't forget her glove, whoever told me that. I promise. Oh, yay. I'm really happy with that, the red. Now it matches everything else. Your first drawings were the stick man? Mine too. No, I don't think they're bears with doodles all over them. It was something else. They were from an artist in England. I'd need to look them up. Okay, now it's time for the other red glove, and she's finished. So this one has a lot more small detail bits that I'm going to have to be careful around. Oh wow, all the kids are still sleeping? That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's not those ones. It's a different kind of bear. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, I'm gonna give myself like 2 minutes to look for these bears, and if I can't find them, I'll show you guys at some other point. Yeah, okay, here we go. I don't know what person made these, and there's so many, but this is what the art looked like. And I was so into that art. I loved it. Okay, they're the blue-nosed bears. I'm so glad you know about them, Kylie. I was so into them when I was a teen. Oh, those are called Cherish Teddies. I love them. I think they're done by a British artist, but I'm not entirely sure. I would very much like to figure that out, because that person deserves many props for just the cutest bears ever. I'm gonna look that up, Wayne. And that artist is so prolific, man. There are so many of those teddies drawn. Like, I don't know. I think thousands of them. I'm constantly seeing new pieces that I'd never seen before, and I was truly obsessed with them. I'm looking. Is that the same thing? But these are like actual bears. Huh. I thought it was just art. I could be wrong. I'll need to look it up though and like actually figure it out because I don't know, they're so cool. In my weird kind of way, I'm so into them. All right, now it's time to do the black on Harley. So I tend to find blacking a little bit more of a challenge, but it is a challenge I need to take and get the blacking in. I don't know who that is. Katie Lang. You remember your Transformers and G.I. Joes? Yes. I was really into I was super into cars. Like my dad would get me like little Trans Am cars or like Firebird race cars, and I wanted like basically box cars, and I was so into them when I was really little. The bears are sad. Oh man, I forgot something that I wanted to do. Damn it. I should be able to make it happen. All right, let's try. In my opposites, I was trying to actually do the belt buckles in the opposite colors. And I did these ones red, but I should be able to just cover them up black. And if I need to, for some lighter bits, I can use white colored pencil and just fake it. That is so cool. Oh, really? You just keep all your toys, Chris? All right, now I've got all of my toner colors here, and I think I'm going to start with T4. That can sort of be my highlight color. Oh, hey, Tranquil Mist. Star Trek is still your number one? That's great. Like you never had toys, Keeman, or you're just too old now? Because we're all talking about like our childhood toys. Okay, now I'm going to use T7. Sketchbooks art here. I'm gonna send you a link for the tools that I use, and it's right down. If you scroll down, you can find the list. And yeah, I would definitely recommend a thicker paper, because yeah, Copic you need to blend, and worrying about if the paper can handle it or not is just too scary. My pleasure. Okay, so I've been using T4, 5, 7, and 8. Okay. Oh, for me, it's time for a tea break, or for you? Say that again. For me to take a tea break, or you? What do you mean? Okay, I'll step up for just a second. And you know what? I might have to change into a t-shirt because I am roasting my ass off at the moment. It is so hot. You found butterscotch coffee? Jealous? So jealous. That sounds amazing, Kylie. Okay, I'm just going to finish this portion of her shirt. Yes, I was cold yesterday. No, it was cold the other day, so it was like a few days ago. Yeah, the weather is drunk in Calgary. Always. You prefer coffee over tea? I usually do too, but I've just been really loving this Christmas in a cup tea I've had lately. It makes me so happy. Oh, wow. You had a monsoon? Aren't you in Arizona? Kylie, that would cost so much money to ship it here. Don't worry about it, love. I will 100% find some, I'm sure. But that sounds really delicious. Monsoon season in Arizona. I have never heard of that. That is crazy. Is that actually a thing? Like, does that happen every year? Yes, we have Nescafe in Canada. So I'm going to look for it, Kylie, because that sounds delicious. Okay, so I'm going to run real quick and put on a t-shirt, and I'll be right back, you guys. So don't leave. I shall return in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I love this conversation. That's a great question, Juan Solo. Oh, me too, Jeff. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. And Yancy told me to bring a bunch of prints and books and stuff, so I'm going to have a bunch of my my product there too, and it's going to be like a mini con. Yay! And also, I'm bringing the original of the Batman 50 cover, the sketch and the original for everyone to see. And also, at least for now, Yancy has claimed the cover. They had first right of refusal on it, and they said they wanted it, so I'm going to be bringing it down for them. It's going to be fun. You've looked for what, Jason? Oh, I see. The Argo diecast. No, this one is T5. Okay, I'm gonna just hope that this works because I forgot to make these parts gray for the black that I wanted to do. So it's covered in red, and I'm just gonna hope for the best here. See if I can fill it with black. Oh, yeah. The final. Oh, man. What are you going to do, Kylie? That's a tough one. Oh, McBelbs, thank you so much. Let them watch. All right, I'm done with that part. Now let's do her other arm. Oh, Sherlock is I think hanging out with the kids. Sorry about that, James. I set up his cat bed here so he can hang out with me and so you guys can see him during lives, but it's up to him whether he decides to be here or not. Oh, I'm so sorry about your cat, James. Oh, thank you so much, Hans. That really means a ton. All right, so now I'm moving up to T5 here. And now I'm going back with the T4 to blend it in. Oh, I am so sorry about the sucky art mood. I get those all the time. Thank you so much, Jason. I hope I didn't miss you already to thank you, but I'm so glad you're liking how it's looking. That is so sad, James. I really hope she feels better and the trip with it to the vet goes well. All right, and now I'm taking the T5 again and blending out the T7. And I just kind of do this back and forth until everything is perfectly blended. Unless you're, of course, working on a spot that you don't want it to be super blended, and then you just leave it. But I always blend any new marker in with the previous marker that I had been working with. So I was just putting down T7 Now I'm back with the T5 to blend it. And now I'm going to finish off with T8. Oh, that is so nice of you, Hans. Thank you. All right, and the small glove now.
Your on a live sign fell off.
Oh, okay, you can put it back up, precious.
I am.
Thank you. I'm on T5 right now, and whoops, I was supposed to be using T4. So I'll just blend as much as I can. That is so sad, James. I am so sorry. I think it's kind of just what happens too when cats get older. I know it's gonna happen with Sherlock, and I am so dreading the day that he's gonna be sick. Especially also because your cat is so little, right? She's really tiny. Oh, hello, Bad Vlad. Who are you again? I know you. Terrence, that's right. Okay. Hi, Terrence. Oh, okay, and that's Ted. I hope you got your new tracking. I sent that out to you today. And Robert and Kathy Russo, they got their Twitch party original sketch. So hopefully everybody will start getting their sketches over the next few days. I'm so excited. All right. Making some progress. Good. I'm glad you got it. Oh, thank you so much, Philip. Yay. I'm sure at some point I will, Juan Solo, because I feel bad for everybody who didn't get one. And, you know, it's just a matter of us deciding when and, you know, when I can take it on and stuff like that. But yes, we'll definitely do something like that. And then, you know, we are making plans for the Christmas commission, whatever we're going to do. That's happening this year as well. So there's going to be the Christmas one to be informed about. So if you're not on my email list, you definitely want to get on so that you're informed as far as whatever is going to be happening for Christmas. Because as you guys know, I am the crazy Christmas lady. And so there has to be something special for everyone. And I'm going to do my best to make it super fair. And Dan and I have been sort of talking about it all year of how we can get it done. So if you're not on my email list, subscribe so that you are made aware of what the whole Christmas thing will be this year. Superhero dresses Nutcracker. I would be down for that. I don't know if someone else is trying to win that for Christmas. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, check this out. When I was in Montreal, I was out with a bit of the CGC crew for dinner. And as soon as we got to Montreal, got to the area where we were going for dinner, right there was a store in Montreal Old Town. So think it's all old buildings and oh, good morning, Annika. It was downtown, so it's in the old town. It's all cobblestone. It looks like France or Switzerland. It was just so pretty. And right smack dab in the middle of the old town is this store called Eternal Noel, and it's a Christmas store. And I nearly flipped out. I was so excited. And we go running across the street and they were just closing the doors and locking up. And I'm like, there were nutcrackers right across the window pane. Anyway, next time I go there, I'm going to get there as quickly as I possibly can. Have myself some Christmas shopping in July. Yes, please. You did not make me mad with any print questions. I'd love Bronner's and Frankenmuth. Oh, it sounds amazing. Not at all, James. I'm so sorry for you about your cat. And I had just said, and maybe you didn't hear me, that I wasn't going to get into the whole print thing here. 2 acres of Christmas year round. Oh my God. I want that so much. Thank you, Kylie. Oh, that means so much. Am I going to do a live Thanksgiving Day? Probably, because Thanksgiving here in Canada is different than in the US. And so I'm sure I'll be able to do a live because, my Thanksgiving won't be the same. And yes, the base is T4. These are the 4 colors that I'm using. And I'm not necessarily saying that these are the best ones. They're just kind of the ones that I picked. T4, T5, 7, and 8. And, some other times I'll use different colors. It's just for this one, because I'm not going to white on Harley, on the red, I'm not going to white on the black either. Thanksgiving is at the very beginning of October in Canada. Probably because it gets too freaking cold afterwards. I don't know. So usually Thanksgiving happens the weekend that I'm in New York Comic Con. So we celebrate the American Thanksgiving. However, I'm not going to New York Comic Con this year, so we'll probably celebrate the Canadian one at the beginning of October. I couldn't agree with you more, James. The toner grays are the best for those things. Oh, wow. Father's Day is in September. That's interesting. Me, for Christmas stuff, you want to see me eat turkey? Lol. For Christmas, honestly, I'm kind of all over the map. I am feeling an extreme urge to start collecting nutcrackers, which is kind of freaking my husband out a little bit. But, who knows? I may get a couple nutcrackers and then my itch will be scratched. We'll just have to see. Otherwise, I just like all the Christmassy things. I'm a little more into the modern muted colors. Think modernized classic. I don't like tinsel. I don't like colored lights. Yeah, Dan is concerned. Poor guy. But anyway, yes, I would have to say in that area I am a little bit picky as far as what exactly I will buy. Everything must be somewhat color coordinated. I really like champagnes and golds and stuff like that. However, my kids want the colored lights and the bright, clashy looking, plasticky, department store style, or like maybe not department store, your local grocery store style. And if someone here has a grocery store, I mean, no offense to you, but just kind of like the stuff that they stick up on the wall at your local bank, for instance. It's like they thought about it for 2 seconds and stuck it on the wall with some tape. No, thank you. Oh, yes. Oh, that's cool, James. That's awesome, Kylie. Do I like Halloween? Yes, I love Halloween. And I still am trying to collect Halloween decorations, and I don't feel that I have a very good collection yet, because I'll be honest, you guys, I'm way more into like a goth looking house for Halloween as opposed to like blood and guts and zombies and hand like parts of bodies and stuff. That just freaks me out, and that's just because I am chicken shit. But that doesn't mean that I think it's bad for anybody else. I just personally don't care for it. So like this is a Halloween decoration that I like and keep on my desk all year round. So like dark red and candelabras and sort of going more of a gothic house as opposed to Halloween horror. And that's just a personal preference thing. Yeah, exactly. That's true. So I'm just going back and forth between the T5, 7, and 8 right now. 4 is my base tone, and then I'm just working darker from that. Yes, something like a masquerade ball sounds fantastic. Yes, this year it's going to be colorful lights and Christmas music and tacky AF because my 7-year-old is in charge of decorations and I'm really having a hard time with it. Exactly. Old world Venetian masquerade ball. Yes, please. But my kids are only little once, and really I only have one left that's little, so I can 100% not be all Christmas intense this year and let him take the reins. It's just he really doesn't want to have any decorating meetings with me until November, and that's really cramping my style. Azorean Carnival. James, I have no idea what that is. Oh, thank you for the host, Philip. That is so awesome of you. There we go. Her legs are done. Actually, you know what? It needs to be a little bit darker right here because her thigh is looking a little bit odd. He's really not a planner at all. That's right. Oh my God. Chris, you're my kind of person. Oh, okay, Tom. I will stop. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm gonna start annoying people. It's never too early. uh, I apologize for nothing, Tom. I support this bad influence. Lol. Okay, I'm looking at what... Now she thinks Christmas talk in July is normal. Well, it is for me. Drives my family insane, but you know, it happens. Okay, I'm looking at this link. Oh my god. You know what? That might even be a little bit much for me. That's so cheap, though. For $49, and it's 7 feet tall. Damn, I'm gonna have to like look up them for Christmas decorations. Oh, you know what? I get that, Kylie. I think I would have a hard time doing it as well if it wasn't cold. You know, and you're spending all day in the house and it just feels like it needs to be festive because it's like minus 40 outside for us. And so we literally go nowhere. You're just, you know, holed up in your house for days on end. Oh, the Nutcracker was a cutout. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense as far as the price, because I was thinking it was just that big, gigantic Nutcracker. Oh, Tom. Fiance of the Year award goes to you. That is so awesome. All right, now I'm using T5 over T4. blending it with the T4. Yeah, they really do lighten up. And then, you know, it's like, you have to keep going over them over and over again because they just go so much lighter than you were expecting. I wonder if it's like the amount of alcohol needed for certain colors, or what makes it so that some of them seem to lighten up a lot more than other ones do. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you're liking it so far. I'm using the T5 to blend out into the lighter areas, and then T4 to do the final little cleanup. Now I'm just going into a lot of the places where I did the darker colors, because they've lightened up a lot too. And I'm just putting them back in some of the places where it would still be dark. So it's just a much thinner sliver that I'm putting down of the darker color, but I just need a bit more of that dark to help the light pop. Oh, have a good one, Juan. Kylie, 100% I weigh in on the chewy. So, Mike, when not chewy? Like, is it a specific type of cookie that you prefer not being chewy? I'm with you, Kylie. I am one of your people then. Oh, okay, I'm with you. Yes, we are. Hans did just bring a small hiccup into the mix, that if you do have not chewy, like crunchy cookies, dipping those in milk are way more satisfying than dipping a chewy cookie in milk. Oh my God, please, please, please send it to me. I have not had great success when it comes to chewy cookies. Okay, we are almost done. It seems like the top part of her belt is black, so I'm just going to put that in here. You'll binge either. Oh, thank you so much. I am so glad you're liking how it's looking. And all this cookie talk is making me hungry. Weep. Oh, thank you, Kylie. Thank you, Will. Jinhan Labs. Alright, so this is my little toner gray marker baggie. I would very much like to get myself a little bit of a classier situation for my markers, but for now we use what we have. All right, so I'm going to use the cool gray markers for the metal of her belt because I feel that cool gray looks a little better as a metal than to use the warm grays or even the toner grays. So I'm going to use it for all the metal areas, and I'll just have to make it a lot more high contrast than Harley's skin, or it's just going to look like Harley's skin. And that would not be the plan. That sounds amazing, Kylie. Definitely need the recipe. Oh, yay. I'm so glad that your order came in. Thank you so much for getting stuff off of my website during the party. It means a ton, and I'm glad things are starting to reach everyone. You may have drooled a little. Oh, thank you so much, Tom. All right, I don't know if you guys remember that I said I would let you know about coloring grommets. So each little grommet piece on the belt is separated into 4 sections. So I hope you guys can see this, but you see they're a little square and then they're kind of in little quadrants. And so I'm shading in all the parts that would be not touching the light, that whole section will be completely dark. Okay, the sun is like right in my eyes. Anyway, so you have to just kind of decide if that part is touching the light completely or not. And that's how you decide if it's going to be completely darked in. And you can have like 3 or 4 different shades of color to fill in. And then you got to leave some that's really bright white so that there's the contrast there. Yeah, I also have like I'm crazy about coloring with Copic markers. All right, I'm going to just close this right here because it was getting too bright. So I'm using C5 right now and just guessing pretty much which parts wouldn't be touching the light and which ones would. And then here I'm just going to do dots because all of them are getting blown out by the light source. Yes, I'm gonna try to get into Ivy for a little bit. I probably won't do much of it, but I'll get to some. Oh, good night, Bat Joke. Wayne, have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you could. Yeah, I'm not really talking a ton, am I? Sorry, everybody. Thanks, Kylie. So are you actually baking those cookies right now? Because if you are, that's going to make me so sad and wanting them so much. Oh, hey, Samantha Branch. Oh, I didn't see your question. Do I like listening to music while working? Yes, I do sometimes. To be honest, I'm not as much of a music enthusiast as probably a lot of other people are, because I'll get into a song, I'll like it a ton, and I'll listen to it and kind of listen to it too much. And then I kind of just kill it for myself. So, and I'm kind of music picky. Like, there's only certain things I like. Anyway, long story short, I mostly listen to a band called In This Moment. The sun is kind of in my eyes, but I don't think there's a ton I can do about it unless I can shift this the other way. And I think I just banged this. Yep, I did. I bumped the camera, sorry. Yeah, I really like In This Moment. And then I'll listen, like, sometimes there's a real popular pop song that's just come out, and I'll get super into it and listen to it like 30 times in a row, and then I can't listen to it anymore because I've killed it for myself, and I do that all the time. Oh, hello! Hi! Oh, I don't know why I have the cool grays. I can't wait for the recipe, Kylie. All right, I believe Harley is finished. Of course, I'll see things that I want to enhance. Oh, good night, Scott. Have a wonderful evening. I'll be flying out tomorrow, and I'll get in touch with you and Lori. I know I owe you a message. Have a good night. All right, so this is Harley Quinn. She is finished. I'll probably do some pops of white at some point on when I finish the entire piece. Oh, that just made it way darker. Okay, I'll place it down. Anyway, there's Harley Quinn. And I think she's done. And now I'll start working on Ivy. Yay, I'm super excited. Maybe since I don't have a ton of time left, I'm not going to start on Ivy's skin. I might actually do her dress or her outfit first. No, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I'm so glad you like it. I do want to get going on something with Ivy. I guess I could start with her hair. Let's do that. All right, so I have this color called, it's R08, it's called Vermillion. And this was given to me by someone in New York Comic Con. And I love it. It is so perfect for Ivy. And so I'm definitely planning on using this. However, if I color that whole section and then try to color her face, I'm going to ruin it. So let's do Ivy's outfit. And I want to go really green. Oh, good night, Scott. Have a good one. Oh my God, hello, Kara, you made it for a few minutes. That's awesome. Sorry, Kara, you only have a couple minutes. Oh, thanks so much, Brian. Yes, we do have the twins here. Oh, thank you so much, Kara. I'm so glad that you like it. No, I don't have a cold. I just, for some reason, always end up with like, I don't know if it's allergies or whatever, but I have it all the time where I just like sometimes get like, it's embarrassing to say, but like a runny nose, like watery eyes kind of thing. Anyway, TMI for everybody, but I don't have a cold. My next stream, I am planning to do a Facebook Live while I'm traveling. And so I'll be doing that from the hotel room because I'm there on Friday for the whole day working on remarks. But it's probably going to be during the day. So I definitely plan on doing Batman 50 remarks on Facebook Live. Yeah, sorry about the TMI though. Oh, that's a great idea, Hans. Okay, have a good one. So yeah, if I can make it to do a Facebook Live, which I probably can, it would just be a matter of me like being brave and doing those on live. You know, I'm not very I gotta be honest, I haven't done that many remarks. I've sort of avoided them, but I'll do the remarks on Facebook Live with you from my hotel room in Tampa, which means it'll be on Facebook Live because I don't have my Twitch giddy up, right? So I'll do it from there. And it should be really, really fun. Try out a bunch of different things, work on, you know, I'm going to be using acrylic paint pens, so I'm really looking forward to working with those because, again, it's on the book, and I need to figure out where on earth I'm going to even fit the remarks on the book because I don't leave room for myself to do remarks. I really wasn't thinking about remarks when I drew it, and as such, I have no idea what I'm going to do. But there's always somewhere you can squeeze a remark. That'll be this weekend. Well, it'll be on Friday because Saturday and Sunday I'm doing the signings. Stadium lighting again. That's right. I'm going to like put any light I can find in the hotel room around the little desk or whatever there is in the hotel. I really liked the lighting from the other night, though. Oh, Kara. Love ya. Talk to you later, hon. Yeah, I guess Saturday morning for you, Kara. Hello, Mark Riojas. How are you? So I've got to get pretty bold with these shadows on Ivy because really so much of her body is getting covered by Harley. See you later, Philip. Talk to you later. I know, I couldn't agree with you more, Kylie. They really should, but they definitely don't. Thank you so much, Mark. Yeah, well, I stop and look sometimes, but no, I also like Copic marker commissions when I'm really trying to take it up a level, you know, and they take time. I don't know if I'm sure that there are people on this stream. I know Kylie does that work with Copic markers, and you know the drill. They take time. They take what they take. At least anyone who gets a commission from me doesn't have to worry that I charge by the hour, because that would be a real problem. Yes, the bells on Harley's neck are silver. Yes, you entertain. That's right, Mike. Yes, this commission is twice as much because it's 2 characters. That is correct. It's definitely twice the work. Actually, you know what? I would say it's more than twice the work, because you have to figure out how to make them interacting with each other. So it's a completely different kettle of fish compared to a normal commission. Like, I wasn't entirely sure if I was even going to do 2 characters. Because the guy asked and I said, I don't usually take those. You know, I'll see if I get an idea. Otherwise, I'll just do Harley was what he wanted if I only chose 1 character. So I kind of made no promises. But thankfully, I got a good idea, so I rolled with it. Oh my god, right now it just alerted you of that, Kylie? Lol. Well, I was trying out my, the Facebook, what are they? Facebook and Instagram stories. So, I have no idea what I was doing, and I'm just learning and figuring those out, so I apologize. Oh, you would, Chris? That's funny. That's hilarious. I am so sorry, Kylie. All right, well, you know, it's dinner time and I am so hungry, and I still need to pack tonight because I leave tomorrow morning first thing. So I've got to get going, and I will be in touch with you guys from Florida. And I'm sure I'll finish this at some point when I get home. It's just fun stuff to do. Maybe I'll just chill in bed someday and work on it. But either way, it was so great to hang out with you guys. I love you all a ton. I'll be in touch over the weekend. Probably Friday night Florida time, or sometime in Florida during the day, actually. I'll be working on the remarks. So I'll give everyone advance warning. If you can make it, awesome. If you can't, no worries. And I love you all a ton. I'll see you later, and I'll talk to you from Florida. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again, and go Boop Squad! See you later, guys. Mwah!